Dr. Murray, I want to ask you a question. The Commission to Review the Effectiveness of DOE's National Laboratories released its draft final report last month. And one of the Commission's recommendations that I was very heartened by is that all DOE programs and laboratories fully embrace technology transition and that mission and continue improving the speed and effectiveness of collaborations with the private sector. I thought that was a fantastic development. It's something a number of us have been trying to move forward for some time. And I just wanted to ask you if you agree that technology transfer is an important central part of the overall mission of the national laboratories, and what do you think DOE can do to address the challenges that small businesses have in just finding constructive and straightforward ways to engage with the labs to commercialize those innovative technologies?
So thank you, Senator, for the question. I am myself, from my background at Bell Labs, very, very interested in technology transfer. And if confirmed, I will work with the department to help a better technology transfer. One of the things that I learned while I was at Bell Labs is that the best technology transfer is with 2 feet. It's really people. So one of the things I have been thinking about that would help the national labs work better with small businesses, startups in particular, is to have postdocs at the labs transition to the startups. This works really well in universities. It's not really practiced except by accident at the DOE National Labs now. And it gets around a lot of the difficulties in intellectual property and in making the agreements with very small companies and the national labs work well. The other thing that I will point out that I was very pleased to discover as a member of the commission and having been away from the national labs for a while, was that several of the national labs are starting what I will call a best practice of providing an umbrella agreement for small business in their vicinity. So small business can sign up, they can get a voucher and make use of the lab with very little 3-month negotiation of contracts, which has to get better. So I absolutely am on it.
I very much appreciate your reference to the voucher approach. I think that's one of the best practices. It's something that I've included in tech transfer legislation. I know Sandia National Laboratories does something similar to what you were mentioning called entrepreneurial leave that has been very effective. We need to figure out those places around the country where things are working and standardize them more across the complex. And I think one additional place that I would encourage you to look is by simply looking at the concept of creating sort of a front door that's outside the gate, literally a space with these labs where small business can engage directly with the labs without going through all the steps that it takes to go behind the gate for the first time.
Yeah, thank you, Senator. I completely agree. That is a very good practice, and Lawrence Livermore Laboratory has done that.
Thank you.